Namo Buddhaya, brothers and sisters in the Dharma. Good morning. Suki Hontu to all of you. Today is 26th of May. Happy Wesak to all Buddhists, wherever you are. Welcome to the online Wesak Day celebration organized by Sjba Buddhist Association. You are following the events live over Facebook and YouTube. Do share this live event with your family and friends. Feel free to give us a like or love or send the greetings in the comments box. Our apology for starting a bit late due to some technical issues. Brothers and sisters, Wesak Day is the most auspicious day in the Buddhist calendar that commemorates the three most important events of the Gautama Buddha life that happens on the same full moon day. His birth, his enlightenment as the Buddha, and his passing into Parinibbana. On the auspicious Wesak Day, it is important to remember the teachings of the Buddha. It is important to understand how to inherit the teachings of the Buddha, as explained by Venerable Nyanaramsi on the Wesak Eve Dharma talk. Brothers and sisters, on every Sjba Wesak Day, we will always sing the Happy Wesak song. This morning, Subang Jaya Buddhist Association Sunday Dharma School had done a recording of the children in the sing-along of the Happy Wesak during the Zoom classes. They had to go into Zoom classes because of the COVID-19. This song, in fact, I like it very much, and I'm sure you like it too. It makes us all happy. Let us sing together along with the children. Sing along in this Happy Wesak. Over to you.
So students, those of you who were in the choir, those of you who miss singing with your friends together, don't worry, we will still be able to do this together even though apart, right? Okay, now let's sing together the Wesak song. Okay, so let us have the joyful of the Wesak spirit together.
Welcome my sister from Alostan. She joined us today.
We wish you a happy day.
Nice.
Happy
Shit.
Happy Wesak, happy Wesak, happy Wesak day. We wish you a happy Wesak, a happy Wesak day. Happy Wesak, happy Wesak, happy Wesak day. Love and peace, hope and joy, we shower upon you.
Wesak is a joyous day. A prince was born on this full moon day. Flowers sprang for our being so great. So let us celebrate.
We wish you a happy Wesak, a happy Wesak day. Happy Wesak, happy Wesak, happy Wesak day. We wish you a happy Wesak, a happy Wesak
Wow, isn't that beautiful song? I always love it. And we will always sing very loudly during the Wesak Day celebration. I'm sure you enjoy it too, brothers and sisters. We will move on to our program. We shall now proceed to invite the Subang Jaya Buddhist Association President, Radhi Andy Lim, for the President's address. Over to you, President.
Thank you, Brother Chuan. A very good morning. Namo Buddhaya and Happy Wesak to all of you, brothers and sisters in the Dharma. Wesak Day is a very auspicious occasion for millions of Buddhists around the world because this special day commemorates the birth, the enlightenment, and the Mahaparidimana of the great passing of the Buddha on the full moon day of Vesaka. It is also an opportune time for devout Buddhists to pay homage to the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, while partaking in various meritorious deeds such as doing dana, listening, learning, practicing, and reflecting on the teaching of the Buddha. Well, as we all know, Subang Jaya Buddhist Association have been always celebrating Wesak Day on a bigger scale, with many devotees coming together to the temple to make offerings of lights, flowers, incense, robes, and also other requisites, and also to receive teaching and blessings from the Sangha. There were also blood donation drive and many other activities for the devotees to participate in, while enjoying a sumptuous vegetarian lunch prepared by our helpers in a joyful, happy, and spiritual way. There's no doubt that our usual Wesak activities before the pandemic holds a deep spiritual meaning and intent to pay homage to the Triple Gem and practice the Dharma. It is, however, also constitute a cultural nature, for we have repeated the same activities and practice for the past many years, and repeating the same activities over and over, and maybe its original intent meaning may be lost to some of us. Breaking away from the cycle of our usual Wesak activities due to the MCO give us the opportunity to contemplate and organize activities that may be different, but still hold the same significance to those we had before. Therefore, because of the ongoing MCO this year and also our second Wesak MCO, we have drawn up a partial e-Wesak program to accommodate MCO physical restriction, while ensuring that all devotees have a meaningful day in celebration of this auspicious occasion within the comfort and safety of your home. To give a brief recap of yesterday's Wesak evening program, the organizing committee did the lightings of the oil lamp and put a flower arrangement that was sponsored by our kind devotees, members, and friends. We also shared a pre-recorded chanting and Dharma sharing by our abbot, Venerable Nyaranamsi, who is now residing in Damodaya Meditation Center in Thailand, who can't make it back to be with us because of the pandemic. For our program today, we will live stream with our abbot, Venerable Naramsi from Damodaya after this. Our heartfelt appreciation to Bhante Naramsi, who have graciously accepted our invitation to share with us his Wesak Day message, and also to symbolically receive the offering of robes and allowable requisite from SGPA ESCO members and volunteers from our shrine hall here live made on behalf of all the devotees and donors and friends. On behalf of SJBA, I would like to thank all our members, devotees, donors, and friends who have supported and contributed in ways big or small, directly or indirectly, to the growth of our Buddhist community here. Without every one of your kind support, we will not be where we are today. Well, the pandemic situation is not expected to go away soon, and the donations we have collected will be used for the upkeep of the temple and also for welfare and humanitarian purposes, so as to help those in need, especially in and around Subang area. We really hope the pandemic situation will improve soon so that we can go back to our normal life and continue our temple activities and to serve the residents and community as an established, friendly, and caring Dharma center. I would like to thank the organizing chairperson, Brother Peter Chew, for leading this year's Wesak Day program, and the many helpers who have put in their time and effort to ensure the safety of everyone involved and the smooth flow and running of the program. My sincere thanks also go to the digital team led by Brother Yik, even though we have some small hitches here and there. Our MC, Brother Chuan, Sister Helen on flowers, Sister Louis on sanitization to make sure that this place is being done regularly. And also she was the person also set up the lighting of the oil lamp. And not forgetting Mrs. Kaur and also Kunji from Damodaya Bangkok, who had helped make this live stream possible with our Venerable Naram Singh. As we all weathered through this tough time of the pandemic, there's a saying, in every cloud have a silver lining, meaning during this challenging time, we should take the opportunity of this solitude time so that we have at home to make a firm determination and resolution to cultivate and accomplish the three aspects of training that Bhante have been advocating and teaching us many, many times, which is the Sila, Samadhi, and Panya, morality, concentration, and wisdom, as taught by our great teacher, the Lord Buddha, and hence reaffirm our strong faith in the Triple Gem. This is how one can pay the highest homage to our great teacher, the Lord Buddha, and realize the blessings of following his teaching. As always advised by the Buddha, appamadena sampadeta. We have to strive on diligently with mindfulness to accomplish the three aspects of this training. This indeed will be a very meaningful Wesak Day celebration. So may all of you be blessed with good health, happiness, and stay safe wherever you are. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Brothers and sisters, this morning's puja's offering will be led by the President, Brother Andy Lim, and the organizing chairperson, Brother Peter Chew, and together with the helpers. We shall begin with the offerings of the light, flowers, water, and fruits. Over to the team. Brothers and sisters, let's invite Bante Nuramasi to proceed. Thank you,
Very good
Bante.
morning to all ESCO members and members of SJBA. We shall begin our chanting of offerings. Padipa Puja, offering of lights. Gana Sarapaditena Dipena Tamadam Sina Tilokadipam Sambudam Pujayami Tamonudam. Upa Puja, offering of flowers. Wana Ganda Gunopetam Etam Kusuma Santatim Pujayamin Munindasa Siri Pada Saroduhe Pujemi Putam Kusumena Nena Punyena Metena Chahotu Mokam Pupamilayati Yata Idame Kayo Tatayati Vinasa Bhawam. Paniya Puja, offering of water. Adivasetu no bante Paniya parikapitam Anukampam upadaya Patigan hatumuttamam. Pala Puja, offering of fruits. Adivasetu no bante Pala palam parikapitam Anukampam upadaya Patigan hatumuttamam. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Brothers and sisters, Panchasilang Yachana, asking for the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts. Let's do it together, brothers and sisters in the Dharma. Aham Bante Samsaravata Dukkhato Mochanataya Tisaranena Saha Pancha Silang Dhammang Yachami Anugaham Katwa Silang Deta Me Bante Dutiyampi Aham Bante Samsaravata Dukkhato Mochanataya Tisaranena Saha Pancha Silang Dhammang Yachami Anugaham Katwa Silang Deta Me Bante Tatiyampi Ahang Bante Samsaravata Dukkhato Mochanataya Tisaranena Saha Pancha Silang Dhammang Yachami Anugaham Katwa Silang Deta Me Bante
Ya Maham Wadami Tamodeta.
Amamante
Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa.
Buddham Saranam Gacchami.
Buddhang Saranang Gacchami.
Dhammam Saranam Gacchami.
Dhammang Saranang Gacchami.
Sangham Saranam Gacchami.
Sanghang Saranang Gacchami.
Tutiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami.
Tutiyampi Buddhang Saranang Gacchami.
Dutiyampi Dhammam Saranam Gacchami.
Tutiyampi Dhammang Saranang Gacchami.
Dutiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami.
Tutiyampi Sanghang Saranang Gacchami.
Tatiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami.
Tatiyampi Buddhang Saranang Gacchami.
Tatiyampi Dhammam Saranam Gacchami.
Tatiyampi Dhammang Saranang Gacchami.
Tatiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami.
Tatiyampi Sanghang Saranang Gacchami.
Saranagamanam Paripunam.
Abante
Panat-
Sadhu.
Panatipata Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami.
Anatipata Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami.
Adinadana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami.
Adinadana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami.
Kamesu Michachara Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami.
Kamesu Michachara Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami.
Musawada Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami.
Musawada Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami.
Sura Meraya Majapamadatana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami.
Surameraya Majapamadatana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami.
Imani Pancha Sikkhapadani Samadhiyami.
Imani Pancha Sikkhapadani Samadhiyami. Imani Pancha Sikkhapadani Samadhiyami. Imani Pancha Sikkhapadani Samadhiyami.
Idame Silam.
Idang me silang
Magaphala Yanasa.
Magapala Nyanasa
Pacayo.
Pacayo
Hotu.
Hotu
Apamadena Sampadeta.
Amamante
Sadhu. 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 So now we shall do our recollections of the supreme attributes of the Buddha Dhamma, and Sangha. Iti piso bhagava araham sama sambuddho vijaya charana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati sattva dewa manusanam buddho bhagava dhammanusati swakato bhagavata dhammo sanditiko akaliko ehipasiko opanayiko pacatam veditabo vinyuhi sanghanusati Supatipanno bhagavato sawaka sangho Ujupatipanno bhagavato sawaka sangho Nyanya patipanno bhagavato sawaka sangho Samici patipanno bhagavato sawaka sangho yatidam cattari purisa yugani atha purisa pugala esa bhagavato sawaka sangho ahuneyo pahuneyo dakineyo anjali karaniyo anuttaram punya ketam lokasa sadhu sadhu sadhu.
Now invite Venerable Neramsi to present the Wesak Day message.
Happy Wesak to all school members and members of Sjba, all the members of organizing committee of Wesak Day Puja, Upasakas and Upasikas, Dayaka and Dayikas. This is an annual yearly Wesak celebrations. I'm sure all of you understand the reasons of celebrating the Wesak. As I have mentioned in the Dhamma message, we shall not miss this opportunity to become a superior person, a noble one. In other words, it's very rare to meet this opportunity to be able to see the truth. The truth here refer to the Four Noble Truths. We can only understand the Noble Truth, practice the Noble Eightfold Path, and realizing the Four Noble Truths in the teachings of Buddha. Um, so the, the Buddha had realized Mahaparinibbana. We can't see the Buddha in person. But how does one is able to see the Buddha? I shall quote from one of the discourses given by the Buddha to Wakali. This saying is very well known. Wakali wanted to see the Buddha very much, although he was sick. So one day, the Buddha went to see Wakali and said to him, enough, Wakali. Why do you want to see this foul body? Foul body refers to this smelly body. Then the Buddha said further, one who sees the Dharma sees me. One who sees me sees the Dharma. For in seeing the Dharma, Wakali, one sees me, and in seeing me, one sees the Dharma. Unquote. So if you, as a upasakas, upasika, the lay followers of the teaching of Buddha, the Dharma and the Sangha, if you aspire to see the Buddha, then you must be heedful, apamada, striving to practice the true Dharma diligently. Then you shall see the Buddha. So when the Buddha said, one see the Dharma, see me. One who see me, see the Dharma. Here, the Dharma is not about mundane Dharma. The Dharma refers to supramundane Dharma, or the realizations of supramundane wisdom. Supramundane wisdom is Lokutara Panya in Pali. Supramundane wisdom consists of 4 stages of path knowledge, 4 stages of fruition knowledge, and enlightenment, nibbana. So if you aspire to see the Dharma, then you have to make an effort to undertake the training. The training here refers to 3-fold training. Training in morality, training in concentration, and training in wisdom. Or in other words, you have to cultivate, develop the 8 mental factors of the path, which is known as Noble Eightfold Path. So one who has accomplished the 3 kinds of training, or has one who has developed the Noble Eightfold Path fully, then one shall become a superior person, a noble one. So this morning, I shall discuss briefly what is the qualities of superior person. In one of the discourses, the Buddha say one should know or make a distinctions between superior person and inferior kinds of person. So there are these two persons. One is superior kind of a person. The other is an inferior kinds of person. So a superior person always wants to see the noble ones. But the inferior person doesn't want to see the noble ones. So the first quality of superior person is the person wants to see the noble ones. So when a superior person seeing the noble ones, the superior person also have a very strong interest or desire to hear the good Dharma, to hear the true Dharma. Then after, so while listening to the teachings of the good Dharma, the true Dharma, at the moment of hearing the good Dharma, a superior person will listen to the Dharma with eager ears. So during the Buddha's time, all the disciples learned the teachings of Buddha by hearing directly from the Buddha or from his disciples, such as Venerable Sariputta, Venerable Mahamukkarana, and so on. So nowadays, one can learn the Dharma by hearing the Dharma discourses from others. One also read the books on the teaching of true Dharma. So one should learn the Dharma with an eager mind. Then the fourth quality, after hearing the teachings of the true Dharma with eager ears, having heard the Dharma, the superior person will bear in mind the teaching, or retains this teaching in the mind. So it is different. It's different from inferior kind of person. Inferior kind of person, having heard the teaching of the true Dharma, will not keep in mind or bear in mind. Then the fifth quality of a superior kind of person, having heard the Dharma, bear in mind, then the superior kind of person will examine the meaning of the teaching. He would examine the teaching by analyzing it and so on. Then the next quality, number 6, after examining the meaning of the teaching that have been retained in mind, and the superior kind person have understood the meaning and the Dharma, then they will practice in accordance with the Dharma. So practicing in accordance with the Dharma is very important. Then the next quality, the 7th quality, a person who practices the Dharma in accordance with the Dharma, a superior kind of person is not only practicing for his own welfare, but a superior kind of person also practicing for the welfare of others. So this is a definition of a superior kind of person found in one of these courses. So similarly, after listening to the teaching, one should make an effort to examine the meaning, make an effort to understand it, and practice in accordance with the Dharma. Only by practicing the Dharma in conformity with the Dharma, one is indeed paying homage or respect to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Sometimes we chant these verses, Imaya Dhammanu Dhamma Patipatiya Buddham Pujemi. Imaya Dhammanu Dhamma Patipatiya Dhammam Pujemi. Imaya Dhammanu Dhamma Patipatiya Sangham Pujemi. So here, Dhamma means the 9 Lokuttara Dhamma, the 9 stages of supra-mundane wisdom. Dhamma Patipati means the practice of Dhamma, which will lead me to the realization of 9 stages of Lokuttara Dhamma. By this practice, I pay my homage or respect to the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. So the practice of the Dhamma should be in line with this goal or aim to attain 9 stages of Lokuttara Dhamma. So this practice of Dhamma that leads to the realizations of 9 stages of Lokuttara Dhamma is only found in the Buddha Sasana, or in the verse with the appearance of Samma Sambuddha. That's why the teachings say that it is very rare to have this opportunity. In one of these courses, this rare opportunity is known as opportune moment or opportune moment. The opportune moments means this is the right time to do something, and one will be successful in doing it. So this is the right time for us to be heedful or apamada. In the words, to follow the path of Dharma, or to follow the teachings of the Buddha. So a superior person possess a superior person is also endowed with these 8 factors of the path. So one of the discourses, the Buddha also explained what is the inferior person, what is the superior person. A superior person is someone who is endowed with right understanding, right thoughts, right speech, or right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. And then the Buddha explained further. There's another one who is better than this superior person. So this person is better than the other superior person who is endowed with 8 factors of the Noble Eightfold Path. So this Noble Eightfold Path, in fact, consists of 2. One is known as mundane path. The other is known as supra-mundane path. Mundane path is practiced by the worldling, Purujana, who has not yet attained any stages of enlightenment. Supra-mundane path is practiced by the noble one. So here the Buddha say, well, what's the one who is better than the superior person? So this person is better to the superior person in the sense that this person is not only endowed with these 8 factors of the noble path, this person also endowed with right knowledge and right liberations. So in other words, this person who is better than the superior person is endowed with 10 factors: right understanding, right thoughts, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration, right knowledge, and right liberations. So one who attain the highest stage of enlightenment will be endowed with these 10 factors. But the superior person is a person who is endowed with wrong understanding or wrong view, wrong thoughts, wrong speech, wrong actions, wrong livelihood, wrong effort, wrong mindfulness, wrong concentration. And then there's another person who is worse than the inferior person. So this person who is worse than inferior person is endowed with these 8 wrong factors. At the same time, that person who is worse than the inferior person is endowed with wrong knowledge, wrong relations. So it is important um, to bear in mind the 8 factors of the path. You do not have to look for these factors outside you. All these factors of path are found in you. In other words, in your mind. So what should be done is to put forth effort to develop these 8 mental factors. So one who develop these 8 mental factors, then when one has accomplished the practice, then one shall see the Buddha. So, on this auspicious occasion, it is good that we organize this Buddha Day Puja, a day to honor the Buddha. For example, we have this devotional aspect of honoring this by offering lights, flowers, water, and fruits. So this is merely a devotional aspect of the practice. But it's more important to translate this devotional faith, devotional faith into practice. In fact, the devotional practice also involves meditation. Whenever we perform any devotional practice, one of the aspects of devotional practice is to recollect or to contemplate on the 9 supreme attributes of the Buddha. One who is able to bear in mind the significance of the attributes, the meanings of these 9 attributes, will be able to develop confidence, saddha. When there's a saddha, one would put forth effort to follow the path. For example, one who recollects the first attribute, arahant, why Buddha or the Blessed One is endowed with this attribute of arahant, because all the mental defilements have been uprooted by the path knowledge. These defilements, this enemy, have been overcome by the path knowledge. The Buddha or the Blessed One is endowed with this attribute arahant because his absence of secret evil doing. A noble one will never commit any evils. not even secretly. So during the Buddha's time, there were some teachers who is very there were some teachers who were very egoistic. They were boasting their virtue, morality, yet they did evils behind their disciples, but a noble one will never do that. So it's because by such understanding, by bearing in mind the meanings of this attribute arahant, then the mind will be inclined. The mind will incline to follow the path, so that one will be like the Buddha, which Buddha is endowed with this attribute arahant. So the most important part of the devotional practice is to recall in the mind the 9 supreme attributes of the Buddha. It's not merely chanting, but one must contemplate or recollect the meaning of this attribute repeatedly in the mind. So we should not miss this opportunity, the opportune moment to practice the true Dharma, so that we shall see the Buddha. In other words, we shall become awakened by realizing the 9 stages of supramundane wisdoms or supramundane Dharma. So this Buddha Day Puja enable us to arouse the confidence by such contemplation or recollections of the attributes of Buddha. So the most important teachings of the Buddha is a practice. Even though we might not have the opportunity to learn all the 3 baskets of teaching. As you know, the 3 basket teachings are Sutta, Abhidhamma, and Vinaya. But you do make effort to learn the profound teachings of Buddha, such as the 4 noble truths, dependent origination, the teaching anatta, and you make an effort to practice the noble eightfold path and able to realize the noble truth, you are indeed become one who is versed in the Dharma. So on this auspicious occasion, I wish all upasakas, upasika, dayaka, dayikas, you will bear in mind the importance of the practice, or the importance of undertaking the 3 kinds of training in your daily life. The 3 kinds of trainings: training in morality, training in concentration, and training wisdoms. Or in other words, one should put forth effort to develop 8 factors of the noble path and purifies the three contacts, mental contacts, verbal contacts, and physical contacts. So in that way, we shall be able to pay the true homage, the real respect to the Buddha by this, by the applications of the three contacts. So I wish all Upasaka and Upasika, Dayakas and Dayika be heedful always, striving diligently to accomplish the three kinds of training or development of the 8 factors of the noble path, and realize the noble truth, remove all the mental defilements completely, and live in ultimate bliss.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much, Bante Naramsi, for the very profound Dhamma talk to all the devotees. Thank you, thank you. Brothers and sisters, in response to the government's COVID-19 MCO, like all viharas, SJBA is closed to the public. This is a preventive measure to contain and prevent the spread of COVID-19. Nevertheless, to support devotees' spiritual needs, the volunteers shall offer the requisites, allowable requisites, on behalf of the devotees. Sadhu, sadhu to all the participating devotees in today's offering. We shall now begin the offering on behalf of the devotees, the robes and other allowable requests to Sangha. I request the team to proceed with the offering.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu. With the offering done, we shall now move on to the next part. Brothers and sisters, let's do it together in asking for forgiveness. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. If I have done wrong to the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha, or the teachers by deeds, by speech or thoughts, either in their presence or absence, remember or not, with intention or without, may I be forgiven so that it will not obstruct my practice in the future.
Aham wo kamami tume hipi me kamitabam.
Kamama Bante. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Yam dunimitam awamangalang cha. Yo cha manapo sakuna sasado. Papagaho dusupina makantam. Buddha nubawena vinasamintu. Yam dunimitam awamangalang cha. Yo cha manapo sakuna sasado. Papagaho dusupina makantam. Dhammanubhavena vinasamintu. Yam dunimitam awamangalang cha. Yo cha manapo sakuna sasado. Papagaho dusupina makantam. Sanghanubhavena vinasamintu. Bhavatu sabba manggarang rakantu sabba dewata sabba buddha nubhavena sada sukhi bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba manggarang rakantu sabba dewata sabba dhamma nubhavena sada sukhi bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba manggarang rakantu sabba dewata sabba sangha nubhavena sada sukhi bhavantu te. Sapitiyo vivajantu soko rogo vinasatu mate bhavantu antaraya sukhi dikayuko bhava. Abhiwadana silesa nityang udapacaino cattaro dhamma wadanti ayu wano sukang balang. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Brothers and sisters, this morning we have all participated in the puja service offering of the robes, and other allowable requisites. With respect, we shall now invite the Subang Jaya Buddhist Association Abbot Bandaniramsi to conduct the sharing of the merits.
So, please recollect in your minds all the merits that you have been accumulating in the past till this present moment, on the merits that you have been accumulating by the practice of dana, dana including giving service or volunteering yourself to help in the temples or to organize the Wesak Day, Buddha Day Puja, or Sila, the observance of five more precepts, Bhavana, the practice of concentration and insight meditation, hearing the teachings of the Buddha, or when you make an effort to share your knowledge of the Dharma with others. So we shall dedicate our merits to our parents, or teachers, sentient beings, and so on. Imano punya bagam mata pitu nanca acariya nanca sabasata nanca sabamita nanca sabanyati nanca sabapita nanca sabadewata nanca bajema sabe sata sukita hontu. Then we shall dedicate all these merits to our departed relatives or departed friends. Idam me nyatinam hotu. Sukitang hontu nyatayo. Idam me nyatinam hotu. Sukita hontu nyatayo. Idam me nyatinam hotu. Sukita hontu nyatayo. Then we shall make aspirations. It's important to make such aspiration and inclining your mind towards the realizations of the aspiration by practice, undertaking the 3 trainings, or to develop the 8 factors of the noble path. Idame punyam asawakaya wahang hotu. Idame punyam nibanasa
Nibbanasa
Pacayo
Pacayo
Hotu
Hotu.
Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu.
Sisters, let's pay homage to the JBM. Buddhang pujemi, Dhammang pujemi, Sanghang pujemi. Thank you very much, Bhante Ramsey, for leading us in the sharing of merits. And I would also like to thank all the volunteers at the Damodaya, Bangkok, for setting up the link up with Subang Jaya Buddhist Association over here. The job well done. In order to have a good link with Bhante Ramsey in joining us and in conducting this Wesak Day celebration. Brothers and sisters, we shall now proceed straight to the Wesak Dhamma talk, right, by Bhante Indaratana. Over to you, Bhante Indaratana.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Venerable member of Mahasangha, dear brothers and sisters in the Dhamma. First of all, I would like to wish you all a happy Wesak Day. May these Wesak observances bring you more happiness, good health, harmony and peace. Especially this time period is very difficult time period for all of us around the world. All the people around the world experiencing very difficult and challenging time because of COVID-19 pandemic. This year, most of the temple around the world observe the Wesak in a very silent manner. Most of the time we observe Wesak celebration in online. In ancient time or in earlier, we celebrate Wesak Day with a lot of activities, dana, sila, bhavana, and many other activities we have performed on Wesak Day. But in this time, we cannot do all this kind of activities in gathering in one place. But still, we can celebrate Wesak Day with more meaningfully, with giving the more importance of our celebration into our spiritual practices. There are two ways we can offer to the Buddha. Buddha explained Amisa Puja and Pratipatti Puja. The first one is Amisa Puja, is that we can offer something to the Buddha in material form. For example, we offer the lights on Wesak Day. We offer milk rice on Wesak Day. We offer flowers, incense, candles, and many other offerings to the Buddha. That form of offering is very meritorious, and we can make offerings, and we can yield great merits by offering such offering. But there is another offering which is highly appreciated by the Buddha. That offering we call Pratipatti Puja. Pratipatti Puja is offering by the way of practicing Buddha's teaching into our life. If we practice Buddha's teaching in our day-to-day life, itself is a great offering to the Buddha. Buddha very clearly mentioned this when the Buddha is about to pass away. As you all know, in the Parinibbana Sutta mentioned, when the Buddha is about to pass away, there are many thousand monks, nuns, lay people was around the Buddha, and many people was crying, lamenting, and some people are talking about Buddha's virtues. They all attended the Buddha's last moment. But there was one monk. He is not interested in that gathering, and he just go away from that gathering, really far away, and he sat down under the tree, and he was all alone meditating. So then the people was concerned about that monk, and said to the Buddha, he was very ungrateful monk. He was very, he's not respecting to the Buddha, because even his last moment of the Buddha's life, he's not interested to attend the Buddha. He's just staying alone and meditating under the tree. But Buddha appreciated his effort to doing meditation before Buddha enlightened, before the Buddha passing away, because he wanted to enlighten when the Buddha is living. So he strived diligently to attain liberation before Buddha passed away. So Buddha appreciated his effort very much and said, the best offering for me is the offering by practicing my teaching into the life. We call it Pratipatti Puja. So in this Vesak time, I think we can focus more into the Pratipatti Puja rather than Amsa Puja, practicing Buddha's life, Buddha's virtues, Buddha's teachings into our very life, and trying to attain the liberation in this very life. When we talk about a Vesak celebration, it is very important to understand that the historical Buddha, because we are celebrating the birth, enlightenment, and passing away of the historical Buddha Gautama. The Buddha is not a mythological person. He is a historical person who was lived in ancient India in 6th century BC. He was a prince, and then he had a good childhood, and then he married a princess at the age of 16, and at the age of 29 he was concerned about the human suffering, and he was curious about the human existence. He realized that life in the palace is not the true manifestation of the human life, and he wanted to find out the truths, and he decided to go away from the palace and to become an ascetic. So he wanted to find out the true nature of the human existence, the true nature of human existence. He practiced various practices under different teachers, which was lived in that time. He practiced all kind of practices which is available at that time, and he was not satisfied with that, because he realized that none of these practices give him a total solution for his problem, for his quest to find out the total solution for the human suffering. So finally he decided to come to one of the big tree, we call it the Bodhi tree, and he meditates and he go into the deeper and deeper stage of meditation, and at that night he was enlightened. So Buddha was enlightened on this day of Vesak. So this is the second reason we are celebrating Buddha's life story. After 45 years of teaching from the town to town, village to village, and he established a monastic order, Bhikkhu Bhikkhuni, and he attracted thousands of followers, lay women and lay men. So in that way, he established Bhikkhu Bhikkhuni and Upasaka Upasika for 45 years, and then at the age of 80, he passed away into Parinibbana, a total emancipation, on the Vesak full moon day, or the full moon day of May in 483 BC. So these three events of the Buddhist life is that we are commemorating today in order to pay our utmost gratitudes and respect to this greatest human being who was born into this universe 2600 years ago. And this is also today is a day for us to reflect the great virtues of the Buddha, the great qualities of this supreme human being, and follow his virtues, teachings into this life and attain the total liberation, just as the historical Gautama Buddha attained in 2600 years ago. Buddha explained his teaching. Buddha explained what he found out in a framework, we call it Chatu Arya Satya, Four Noble Truths. He said that this life entails a suffering, and the cause of this suffering is our desire rooted in blind ignorance. And then he pointed out third truths. He said there is a way out of this suffering, that is Nibbana. And he revealed the fourth truth, that there is a clear, comprehensive, straightforward path to end up this suffering. We call it Arya Ashtangika Magga, Noble Eightfold Path. So these Four Noble Truths is very much applicable in today's society. I would like to bring your attention to one of the beautiful teachings taught by the Buddha at the Mahaparinibbana Sutta. So at the Mahaparinibbana Sutta, Buddha, the Sutta explained the last days of the Buddha. And after teaching many suttas, many teachings to the venerable monks and nuns, he sat down under the sal tree for his final emancipation. On the deathbed, the Buddha spoke to his followers as his last advice. He said, Handadana bhikkave amantayami vo vayadhamma sankara apamadena sampadeta. This Pali stanza says, all the conditioned things in this world is subject to decay and subject to change, subject to impermanence. And he said, Appamadena sampadeta. Strive diligently without delaying it to the next moment, to the next life. Strive it today, work hard for your liberation. He said, everything is impermanent, everything is rapidly changing. So strive diligently for your liberations. So this is the last advice by the Buddha. So you can see this time of pandemic, our life is so much impermanent. We don't know what is happening next moment. 1 year ago, we never thought about like this pandemic. We had so many plans, dreams, schedules to perform within next few years. But all these plans are now changed into different plans. And we don't know tomorrow our plan will be totally different. This life is so much unpredictable. This is exactly what the Buddha said 2500 years ago. So our life is impermanent, so that we don't know when is our death, when we will be fall into sick, when will be our death. So we need to strive hard without postponing it. There is no room for postpone, because this sansaric life is very unpredictable. So being born as human being in this life is a very rare opportunity we have been given. So we have to make sure that we make full use of this human life and attain liberations. Buddha said, Chattari mani bhikkhave sotapattiya mani khatamani chattari satpurus sansevo saddhamma savanang yoniso manasakarang dhammanudhamma patipattiya. In order to liberate from this life, we need to at least attain the first stage of the enlightenment. We call it sotapatti, sotapanna. So in order to be sotapanna, Buddha said there are 4 requirements that we need to fulfill, or we need to practice in our spiritual path. There are 4 requirements. Buddha said, Sappurusa sansevo. Sappurusa means a good friend, or the wise people. We need to associate with the wise people. We need to live with, or we need to get assistance from the wise people. So it is very difficult to find the wise people or sappurusa people or noble friends in this era. The Buddha said, when you are associating with someone, if you feel that your virtues are increasing, your kindness is increasing, your generosity is increasing, your wisdom, your concentration, your peace is increasing. So that person would be a good person or a good spiritual friend. So associate with that kind of friend. So associate with a good friend is important for our liberations. The second one is Saddhamma Savanam, listening to the Dhamma. Again and again we should listen to the Dhamma. So nowadays actually it's not very difficult to find the Dhamma, because you can see the original text, Pali text from the internet. All the suttas, all the commentaries you can find from the internet. And as well as you can find the many thousand Dhamma talk from the various teachers from the internet. YouTube, if you open YouTube, you can find a lot of Dhamma talk. So make use of that Dhamma talk. Listen Dhamma talk regularly, again and again. Not from the one teacher. Maybe you can listen to the all kind of teachers, and then you can find which teacher is more suitable for you. So Saddhamma Savanam, listening to the Dhamma, is very important for our liberations. The third one is, Buddha said, Yoniso Manasikaram. Listening Dhamma is not itself make us enlightened. You need to have a wise reflection, because the Dhamma also taught by various teachers. Sometimes this Dhamma is fabricated with a lot of individual ideas. So you need to have a wise reflection of the Dhamma. And another aspect of wise reflection is you should be able to see the Dhamma through your own experience, through your own life. So you would be able to comprehend the Dhamma from your own experience, from your own life experience, from your own body and mind. So wise reflection of the Dhamma is important. The fourth one is Dhammanudhamma Patipattiya. We should have a good friend. We should listen to the Dhamma frequently, and we should have a wise reflection. And finally, we should practice those Dhamma into this life. We should practice accordance with the Dhamma. Dhammanudhamma Patipattiya. We live according to with that Dhamma, so that definitely we will be able to end up this sansaric life and attain the four total liberations. So with this understanding, let us bring our attention to the Buddha's last advice. Handadama bhikkhave amantayamivo vayadhamma sankara appamadena sampadeta. All the conditions, things are impermanence and subject to decay. And strive diligently today and in this moment. So there is no one is already late. You can start anytime. Now, this moment is always a good and best moment to start your spiritual journey. And if you start today, you can go forward with a very spiritual life, very meaningful life, so that we can end up this sansaric life. We can end up this suffering in the sansaric life, and we can totally liberate from the suffering. So with this little advice, I would like to conclude my Wesak message. And once again, I wish, by the blessing of the Buddha, by the blessing of the Dhamma, by the blessing of the Sangha, by the blessing of all the wholesome energies in the universe, may you all be well, happy and peaceful. May all the calamities, all the sicknesses be dispelled from this world, and may all beings attain final liberation of the Nibbana. Sabbhitiyo vivanjantu sabbharogo vinansato mate bhavanvantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava abhivadana silissa niccang uddhapachayino Chattaro Dhamma Vadanti Ayuvanno Sukhang Balang. May you all be blessed with triple shalom.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much, Venerable Indaratana, for making the effort to send us the Dharma talk. And it was definitely a very profound Dharma talk given by Venerable. And also thank you very much, Venerable, for chanting the blessings to all the devotees during this Wesak day. Brothers and sisters, we still have messages from our MP, Wong Chen, our Member of Parliament. Wong Chen will deliver his recorded message. Over to Wong Chen.
Namo Buddhaya. The Venerable SJBA Abbot, YB Michelle Ng, SJBA President Brother Andy Lim, SJBA Patron Datin Rosalind, SJBA Immediate Past President Brother Chim, brothers and sisters in the Dharma. This is the second year of the pandemic. While it is unfortunate that we cannot gather as a community, it is the absolute right thing to do to celebrate this Vesak Day in this manner. That is, without a public gathering. The Buddha teaches us that we must practice refrain, self-discipline, to refrain from desires and attachments. In the case of this very serious pandemic that we currently face, we must practice refrain of activities that may result in the taking of life. A gathering may bring comradeship and the social contact that we all desire, but at what cost and risk? We will not be able to forgive ourselves even if one single person becomes sick due to a public gathering. As such, as Buddhists, we must realize that all our actions have consequences. Our medical frontliners and facilities are already at a breaking point. We should not overburden the brave doctors and nurses that are saving lives by acting irresponsibly. So this Vesak Day, do avoid gatherings and instead focus on inner peace. Take the day to do good by staying home, be with your family, value and treasure them, and also to celebrate the day with meditation. When we cannot celebrate openly as a community, take heart that the Buddha encourages us all to meditate more, to reflect on ethics, to seek wisdom and enlightenment. May we redouble our efforts to follow the Noble Eightfold Path by the threefold ways, so that we behave ethically and morally. As Buddhists too, we must have patience with all people, including those that govern us, however badly they behave. I myself am trying very hard to be patient, waiting for the emergency to end and for Parliament to reconvene, so that I can play my role as a policymaker in a positive manner to shape better policy outcomes so that we as a nation can overcome this pandemic. As long as you do the right thing on matters that is within your control, sustain your energy during these pandemic times. Be generous if you're able and give to the poor. We can together hopefully generate enough good karma that will result in positive consequences for the entire nation. With that note, I end my short speech, wishing all a very happy Vesak Day. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you very much, for the message from our MP, Wong Chen. We will definitely support that we will stay safe, stay home, avoid gathering. We shall now proceed with the next message, which is from our Subang Adun Michelle Ng for her short message to us. Michelle.
Hello SJBA, this is Michelle Adun Subang Jaya. To Mr. Andy, President of Subang Jaya Buddhist Association, fellow committee members, and fellow devotees, it gives me great pleasure to at least be able to address you online as you observe Wesak Day. I'm still a little bit sad that we cannot meet face to face as we usually do on this very important day. However, I do think that whatever SJBA is doing in conducting the occasion online is a very necessary and important move given the current COVID situation in our country. So to the end, I hope that all of you are keeping well, that you continue to stay safe, and most importantly, observe standard operating procedure that will keep you, your loved ones, and the people around you safe as well, such as wearing your mask, washing hands, and observing physical distancing. I just want to provide you a little bit of an update from my end. So my office has allocated 20,000 ringgit to upgrade the set of steps behind SJBA that leads to the piece of land that you usually use for parking during big occasions like Wesak Day, or where SJBA together with the other two houses of worship have to conduct programs at the same time. So the works include leveling the steps, realigning the handrail, and installing a new one so you have one on the left and also on the right. It includes installing an additional 6 solar lights so that if you come early in the morning, for example, you are still able to use that set of steps safely. So I hope that after the pandemic, you will find good use to this set of steps. The idea is to fix whatever defects that existed before, especially for the old folks who found it very difficult to navigate the steps which were very uneven at that time. So I also want to thank SJBA who together with the other two temples have agreed that we will on a gotong royong basis assist in maintaining the condition of the steps, especially on the left and on the right. So my office will be providing equipment so that we'll be able to do this together. To this end, I just want to wish each and every one of you a happy Wesak Day. I'm hoping that all of you have also registered for the vaccine. I know that it is rolling out pretty slowly. We are working together with the federal government as much as possible without being antagonistic, although we are the opposition, given that in a pandemic like this, public health is something that I believe should not be politicized. So we are trying to engage with them as much as possible. From what we understand, we are told that it is a supply issue, and we are hoping that they'll be able to overcome it as soon as possible. Part of it is also allowing the Selangor state government to purchase our vaccines, so we'll be able to do our part as well to get as many people vaccinated as possible. So I hope that you are registered. I hope that you get other people who have not registered to do so as well. Perhaps we can talk about the importance of this, and I know that SJBA has also done their part in conducting talks to help people understand a lot more about the vaccine and especially debunking myths around it. So my office remains contactable in this time. Please let us know how we can be of assistance to you. Until then, once again, happy Wesak Day to each and every one of you. Please stay safe. That is all from me. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, to Subang Jaya Adun, Michelle Ng. Definitely appreciate what you have done and the contribution to the welfare of the houses of worship. In this case, is to repair the steps going up to the SGBA and the other places of worship, and also the encouragement to us. The encouragement, remember, the encouragement to register for the vaccination. We have come to the end of the Wesak Eve celebration. And before we end, please help us to express our gratitude to SJBA Abbott, who had participated online from Damodaya, Bangkok, and the messages and the Dharma talk from Venerable Indarachana, and the messages from the members of parliament and the Subang Jaya Adun. Also wish to thank the president, the organizing chairperson and his team, with the volunteers and those behind the scene for this online service. And most important, appreciation to all of you out there, all the devotees, all the supporters, to ensure the success of this online Wesak celebration. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank those of you out there who had responded to the donation request earlier. Compassion in Action, which is the aid for India and Nepal for the purchase of the oxygen concentrators and the other items. Once again, I also wish to thank all those who have participated in this online over the Facebook and also the YouTube, and to respond in the comment box with your like and love, and with your kind words, support, and with other comments. Finally, happy Wesak, happy Wesak, happy Wesak. Sabbe Sata Sukita Hontu. Oh, don't forget, you said we have quite a number of sponsors in this event. We have to show you, to show the appreciation, the names of the sponsors. Over to the list of the sponsors. Brothers and sisters in the Dhamma Sukhi Hontu, it has been a wonderful morning hosting this online Wesak celebration. I must say that we are very happy to see so many of the participants and so many of the sponsors. The list was very long, and definitely on behalf of SJBA, the EXCO and the committee, thank you very much for responding to our Wesak Day celebration. Thank you to your participation and your kind response to the comment box with the light and love and with very kind words to all of us. Thank you very much, and continue to join us and participate in our other online events. Thank you. Happy Wesak, happy Wesak, happy Wesak. Sabe Saka Sukita Hontu.
Bahong sahan semabhinim mita sayudantang ngirimi kelang udita Sasene marang Dana di dhamma vidina Jitwa munindo Tang ti